everyone, so today we are going to solve questions based on topics of SATs which are extremely important if you want to ace them. Okay, so first topic which I have selected over here is percent, and the question given over here is what is 20 times 20% of 150? So let's write this in its mathematical form. 20 times means 20 multiplied by 20%. See, whenever you have a percent sign ahead of a number, you can convert it in its mathematical form or in its fraction form by dividing that number by 100. So this becomes 20 upon 100 multiplied by 150. Of means multiplication. In order to solve this, we'll cancel the zeros. So we are left with 2 multiplied by 2, which is 4 multiplied by 150. So answer for this question is supposed to be just 600. Okay. Now I want you to pay attention to this entire screen. Okay. This, if you look very closely, it's actually a platform called as Staffs. This platform is extremely helpful in preparing for your SATs. And trust me, it is one of the easiest platforms which I have come across. A lot of my students have started using this platform and they have literally increased their scores with not just single digit but triple digit. Okay, so now like I said, we are going to talk about important topics in SATs. So the first answer we got for this one was basically 600. So let me just submit this and you can see what happens. So if your answer is correct, still the entire explanation is given in two forms. One is the video explanation and other one is the written explanation. Okay, so it's completely up to you which one do you want. I can even play the video for you to have a look.
A very popular topic on this test. Whether you take this test, you take any standardized test, you got it percent. It's just 20 times. It means multiple.
So you saw how easily you could actually crack all of these kind of questions, and wherever you get stuck, it's not that you are left without a solution. The solution in fact is given in two forms, like I said. Okay, so let's look at one more question in this particular topic and then I will shift to another important topic of SAT. See, like SAT, this is also an adaptive platform. Here also, if you could solve the previous question, then next question might be a little bit on the difficult side. The question is, a car factory produces 10,000 cars this year. So far, it has produced 6,000 cars. And out of this, 40% are red and 60% are blue. How many of the remaining 4,000 cars must be in red in order for exactly 50% of all 10,000 cars produced this year to be red? So now in this case, how do we do this? So basically, you want the total number of red cars to be 5,000. Okay, out of this now 6,000 cars are already produced, and in from that 6,000 cars only 40% of them are what? Red. So let's try and calculate how many red cars are already produced. So if you see, we have 2,400 red cars which are already produced. So we want to find how much of X value needs to be added to get to 5,000. So yes, you know that, therefore to find the value of X is basically we are just subtracting 5,000 and 2,400. Answer for that one is supposed to be just 2,600. So option B is our answer. Now let's look at some other topics which are extremely important. Okay, and here from this particular tab you can toggle between them. Okay, let's go to linear function. Okay, so we have, if line L passes through points 2, 6 and 4, 5, if line K is perpendicular to line L and passes through these points, then what is the value of x square? So see, here we know that the slope of L, line L, will be nothing but what? We know the slope of line L is nothing but what? y2 minus y1. So what is y2 over here is 5 minus 6 upon x2 minus x1, which is 4 minus 2. So you get this as minus 1 by 2. And slope of K will be nothing but what? Negative reciprocal of slope of L, because they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so we know the slope of K would be 2. So we will say 2 is equal to, now same logic for the points of k. The y2 point is 7 minus x square minus 3 upon, we have 2 minus x square. Okay, so here what do is open the bracket. So we have 2 is equal to 7 minus x square plus 3 upon 2 minus x square. Now next thing what you can do is just cross multiply. So 2 multiplied by 2 minus x square is equals to 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 minus x square. Opening the brackets, we get 4 minus 2x square equals to 10 minus x square. Shifting the x square on other side of the equal to and the numbers on this side of the equal to. So we have 4 minus 10 equals to negative x square plus 2x square. So therefore I can say value of x square is nothing but just minus 6. So option A is our answer. Moving on, let's go to a very interesting topic which lot of people don't like, but trust me, it's going to help us a lot while making sure that you ace your SATs. Okay, so here let's look at volume questions, and lot of y'all don't know, but for reference the sheet is given in your actual exam, and on this platform also the same reference sheet in the similar format is given to all of y'all. Students, the main reason why I suggested this platform is because the look and the feel of the platform is very similar to an actual SAT exam. Okay, so if you see here also they have given us the Desmos calculator, which is going to be super important in helping you to solve your questions very quickly, because we do not want to waste time in calculations or projecting the graphs. Okay, so now coming here, the question is, if a right circular cylinder has a volume of 64 pi and a radius of 4, then what is the height of the cylinder? So as we know, the volume is given as 64 pi and the volume formula of the cylinder is given as pi r square h. As we know, the pi's can get cancelled, and we know the value of r is 4, so r square will be 16, h equals to 64. In order to find the value of height, we will divide both sides by 16. So this gets cancelled and the value of h is coming out to be just 4. So option A is our answer. Okay, so you saw how easily you could solve so many questions. So here if you see, they have also mentioned how much of each of topics is finished. So that gets you an idea that exactly where are you standing in each topic. Okay, so now coming back, what is the volume of a right circular cone with a circumference of 12 pi? Okay, so this is again a very interesting question. If you see the last question we could do, so this question is a little bit difficult than the previous one. So what is the volume of a cone? Volume of a cone is given as 1 upon 3 pi r square h. So for this you need your height, which is given, but you also need your r. Now r is not given, but instead of r they have given us the circumference. Now the circumference of the cone and the circumference of a circle is just the same, right? So 2 pi r can be written as 12 pi, because that is the formula for circumference of a circle. So this gets cancelled, so we need to divide both sides by 2 to find the value of r. So this also gets cancelled, so value of r comes out to be just 6. So let's put it in this equation. So we can say volume is equals to 1 upon 3. We'll not put the value of pi because the answers are given in pi. Okay, instead of r we'll write it as what? 6 multiplied by 6 multiplied by h, which is 4. Okay, so this is 1za and 2za. So the final answer would be 2 multiplied by 6, which is 12. 12 multiplied by 4, which is 48. So volume value is basically 48 pi cubic units. So option C is our answer. So you saw in this small time we could actually finish off so many topics. Okay, we did sums based on percentages, then we did sums based on volume, okay, and we also did sums based on linear equations. Okay, so this is one platform which at this point is basically much better than the rest of the textbooks which we normally get for preparing for your SAT, because the paper pattern has now changed and it is needed for us to solve as many questions as possible. So this is where a lot of my students found a lot of help. So I thought, let me just share this with you guys as well. Now students, I will definitely put up a link of this particular platform in the description. Please go ahead and check it out. So that's it for today. I will see you in the next video.